A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground. Up jumped the devil, up jumped the devil. And every time he turned around, up jumped the devil in the white nightgown.
Good evening, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian and entertainer, director and producer of boxing documentaries and internet trolls to those who need internet trolling. This here is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. I'm trying to grow the platform, folks, and I haven't been on all year, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, leave a comment in the comment section. Hopefully you have something favorable to say, because I love exchanging opinions and points of views with you. However, if by some chance you are a detractor and you feel the need to detract, I encourage you to do so. You know, we can disagree with one another without being disagreeable, but just know if you are disagreeable, I'm going to be on your punk ass like a leopard. I'm the troll's troll, and trolling me, it will not be tolerated. So I'm going to get some of this Kevin Samuels and Nicki Minaj algorithm, because that's what people are talking about. I think they guys might have interviewed with each other a couple of days ago. And to be totally honest with you, right, I'm still trying to figure out what transpired between Kevin Samuels and Nicki Minaj. I watched bits and pieces of the interview before filming this video just to try to get a grasp on what happened. And I don't know what the hell happened. I understand that Kevin Samuels, or that Nicki Minaj asked Kevin Samuels what did he rate her, and he ended up rating her a 9. You know, I think that was a pretty good rating. Personally, I would have rated her a 10, but that's neither here nor there. You know, but from what I gathered, there are a lot of people who really have their drawers up their ass as a result of this Kevin Samuels and Nicki Minaj interview. And I don't understand it, you know, personally. I don't get it. And I guess the purpose of this video is somebody please explain to me what all the hoopla is about. You had this fella who goes around calling himself the Grinch. I watched probably about an hour-long rant, and he was pissed at Kevin. And he was pissed at older guys. He said, we old niggas ain't shit. And I just really couldn't gather why this guy was so angry. You know, I did hear him talking about Kevin taking talking points and things of that nature, and Kevin going mainstream and all of that stuff. And to be quite frank, what the Grinch was bitching and moaning about just didn't make any sense to me. It just didn't. And I had a couple of chicks I checked out who insisted that Nicki Minaj intimidated Kevin. She embarrassed him. She exposed him. And I didn't see any of that. And if I missed something, please, somebody point it out to me. The most notable of these female detractors of Kevin Samuels was Cynthia G. And, you know, Cynthia G, with her normal black man hating venom, insisted somehow that Nicki Minaj exposed Kevin. And when Nicki Minaj suggested that women stop worrying about men and get their shit together, that was somehow a subtle message to Kevin that he was a chump or something. I don't know. None of it makes any sense to me. You know, I think if Nicki Minaj had anything slick to say to Kevin, I think she would have said it to him. And I don't think she would have been subtle about it. You know, again, I don't understand any of this shit. And I know a lot of it has to do with me being a 54-year-old guy who's trying to remain relevant and patrolling or prowling these YouTube spaces. So I understand it has a lot to do with it. But somebody please tell me what the hell is going on, if you please. You know, I don't know, and I'm genuinely curious. You know, I'm trying to keep up with you young people. Finally, one of the things I want to talk about that's still in line with this conversation was I heard the Village Arsonist on Grandmaster Trolls channel, talking to a lady, and basically the conversation centered around Kevin Samuels going mainstream and making money, and it appears that some of these individuals, the Grinch included, even Cynthia J, seem to have a problem with the notion of Kevin Samuels going mainstream. And I don't know. I mean, people seem to hate this man's success, and I don't get it. I mean, I think everyone on YouTube is on YouTube with the aspirations of going mainstream. I know I am. This is why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get discovered with my old ass. But I just don't get any of this. Certain things just don't make sense to me. And some things aren't meant to be understood. But God damn it, I'm trying to understand them. Again, no one has trolled Kevin Samuels like me. But I think whenever I trolled Kevin Samuels, I think I had a legitimate reason. Kevin Samuels had done some LGBTQ propaganda, so I trolled him on it. And he said a handful of other things, and I thought it was valid. But this interview with Nicki Minaj, I don't see the chinks in Kevin's armor that people like this Grinch fella and Cynthia G is talking about. And I'm just trying to make sense of all this madness going on. I seen someone saying that Kevin was clout chasing by talking to Nicki Minaj. Well, we're all clout chasing. I'm clout chasing right now while making this video. Yet I have enough courage to say that I am clout chasing. This is why I'm doing this shit. I don't understand any of this shit that I'm talking about here. But I'm clout chasing Kevin Samuels and Nicki Minaj making this video. But I'm legitimately trying to understand what the hell is it that Kevin might have done wrong. I don't understand. And again, nobody clout chases Kevin and trolls him like I do. But none of this shit makes sense to me, is what I'm basically saying. So I want to close this video out by saying this. Someone said that Kevin is changing. He's not the guy he started out with. His message is changing. The Grinch fellow was talking about this. The Grinch carried on. I would encourage everyone to watch his rant if you feel like a good laugh. It was fucking hilarious. But nevertheless, Kevin Samuels has pulled himself up by the bootstraps, and he has clawed his way to success. And when a person switches lanes and they claw their way up to success, you have to make adjustments, people. You're not the same person in the 5th grade that you were in the 4th grade. If you are in a department store, it's not the same on the 1st floor as it is on the 3rd floor. So you have to make adjustments in order to maintain your success. So with that said, folks, I know none of this shit I said made any sense, but I tell you what, people being mad at Kevin Samuels because he was conducting an interview with Nicki Minaj in a manner that was dignified, that doesn't make any sense to me. So with that said, folks, I'm done with it. Bam!